All right, and welcome back. We are following our passenger train line as we pull into the station, hoping that we're going to make some money off this, as we are now broke. We are very, very broke. So hopefully we'll gain some money here. Yep, okay. All right, so about $400,000 was made right there from dropping off those passengers, and we are loading back up to go to Salt Lake City. I know we focus a lot on this train, but it is a huge investment for us. Hopefully that will pay dividends in the long term. Last time we did expand the line all the way to Mobile, Alabama. So we now have 3 stops on this route, all the way from Mobile to Detroit to Salt Lake City. I would think that probably the next location we're going to hit with that is St. Louis, because that's a pretty easy route there. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We don't have enough money really to expand our trains any further at this point. So we're going to kind of leave that where it is. We are going to go ahead and pin this right now, just so we can kind of continue to follow along to kind of see how much money this is making. With the hope of it continuing to make a profit here moving forward. So we're going to pin that up in the corner just so you can kind of follow along. It's about to pull into the station. So let's just see if we can make some money again with this drop off. Hopefully it'll be 40 drop off, and that'll be another 400,000 or so. If that's the case, then we'll be okay. But it was pretty scary there for a minute. All right, let's see. Yep, another 440,000 dropped off there. So we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Okay, so this will now go on to Detroit, and we'll continue to make money. We are going to shift our focus a little bit to, again, making some small profits here and there in the hope of eventually being able to expand that line and include the food resources. I do notice here that we have a crude oil to plastics chemical plant here. That's pretty close to being able to be linked together by road. And so we are going to go ahead and take that opportunity during this episode. And then also look for some other things that we could do that's pretty easy. For instance, this forest to this planks production here. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start with this over here and kind of look at those routes. This is a pretty flat area overall, so we should be okay just to go ahead and build a road here. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to go with a medium road and try our best to keep it as flat as possible. Here's an opportunity where it is okay to spend a little bit of money to keep it flat. Oh, geez, that's $600,000. I can't do that. Okay, or not. We'll just allow the curve to kind of take it as it will. But you kind of saw how much money that would have cost us. We spent about $150,000 right there building that road. But it would cost me $600,000 if I wanted to go through that hill instead. And that's just not possible at this point of the game. So we're going to kind of curve around here and link up with this oil refinery. Again, we are spending a ton of money doing this, but that's okay. We now know that train line is profitable. All right, and now we have to get to there. So we got some more geographic features. Let's go ahead and take a look. We go there. We can also go here. I think what I'll do is just go there. Yeah. We're going to go here, go around, go through that. In no means is this the most efficient way of doing this, but it is the cheapest at this point to be able to make the money. Delivering crude oil and oil is actually pretty profitable once we do it. Once we get enough of it going. Let's see if we're about to make any money. All right, so we made it all the way to Mobile. Looks like we did try to make some money there, but it is currently more expensive to run this line than the profit that it's making. So that is an issue. Let's see if this ends up paying off for the long haul. Let's keep going with what we're doing. So we've got our crude oil here. We're going to go ahead and build a stock, like we normally do. We're going to make it a single platform because we don't need it to be anything special at this time. Okay. Make it $92,000. Oh, jeez. Ooh, okay. Rotate this around. Let's try to see if we can get this platform in. We'll run out of money again. Yep, 83,000. Okay. So we don't have enough money to do anything else right now. So we're going to go ahead and set up this line first. And then we're going to build that secondary line next. Okay, we're going to take a new line. We're going to go from the crude oil to the oil refinery. This is, let's call this Hartford. Hartford, crude to oil. This is, again, an oil line, so we're going to make this black. Okay, there we go. And let's find some trucks. All right, we did just make some money off of that. But again, it's not enough to continue to cover our expenses. Let's find a depot where we can have some trucks. Okay, we got trucks down here, that's not far. Hartford also has some trucks, but I don't have a road that can get me there. So we're going to take it from the Detroit depot. And we don't have a lot of money now, so we're going to go ahead and just go with 5 trucks. And we're going to put it on that line. Okay, so there we go. All right. Come on, we got to start making some money here. So yeah, those trucks are going to kind of move on and try to get to this this crude line. Let's go ahead and paint those black. There we go. All right. Train line coming in. Honestly, whenever I upgraded this train, that might have been a mistake because that train is a little bit more expensive to maintain. So like this train is $750,000 a year to maintain the train. And it looks like we're just not making enough money to make more than $750,000 in a year. So that's kind of the issue that we're running into. Looks like we are going to generate some profit here, though. Huzzah! All right, 467,000. So we are in the black, as they would say, and hopefully that will continue moving forward with our line. So, all right, that's good. So now we have enough money to make that second line. Let's see if this is making fuel. Yep, it's making fuel, so we're good there. Okay, and we're going to create a second line that's going to go back and forth from here. Because, as you remember, crude goes 2 to 1. So I struggle with the idea of a truck dropping off, picking up, and then going here, only for the distance to be that much longer to get back on an empty tank. So I'd rather have a shorter route where they're empty here instead of the whole distance. I want that production to be a little bit faster. So we're going to go ahead and build another drop-off. And we're actually going to make this only a drop-off right now. Because again, we don't really have the money right now to spend a whole lot on depots. Or I'm sorry, on terminals. So let's build our second line. Go from oil to plastics. And these plastics are this purplish color. So that's what we're going to make our line. Let's go Hartford, oil to plastics. Okay. We are going to go ahead and connect this together now that we have the money to do so. That'll allow us to get trucks from Hartford instead of from Detroit. That'll be helpful. Okay, I can't do that, but we can do this. There we go. All right. There we go. Great. All right, so let's grab some trucks from here. And we're going to do 3 right now. Yeah, 3. And we're going to put that on the oil to plastics line. And also, we're going to go ahead and increase the amount of vehicles that we have on this line by 3 more, just to increase that. So that gets us 8 on the Detroit line, and it gives us 3 on the oil to plastics line. Okay, let's go ahead and modify this slightly. Let's turn that into a purple. There we go. Manage vehicles. Go with the purple. Great. Okay, so there we go, those trucks. We are going to, we do need to go ahead and configure this real quick so that trucks are not waiting, and make sure that these are all going to the right spot. So I put the crude oil line over on the terminal 1 so that trucks can always come and go out of there. And I'm going to have the oil to plastics line, and we're going to go ahead and have them wait until full. So we're going to go there, we're going to manage the line. At Hartford West, we're going to have wait till full. Because it'll take several trucks. It'll take, so that's 6. It'll take 12. Yeah, 12 oil just to get a full truck worth of oil. So we need 2, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. We need 2 of these black trucks to drop off in order for there to be enough for 1 truck to go over there. Now, because this distance is so much shorter, okay, that's why I'm not having there be 4 trucks. I'm only having 3 make this journey because this distance is so much shorter than this distance that it's just going to take longer. So let's actually, we can look at the ratio here. So for the crude oil, we've got an 89-second frequency. And for the oil plastics, it's going to be 124 frequency. So that's 1.5 to 1. So there's a possibility that I might need more trucks on the oil to plastics, but I'm not going to risk that right now. I'm going to let the oil sit there with the hope that it'll constantly be able to instantly pick up. So already that's going to have a full truck. That's great. We're going to drop that off. This line is already profitable, which is great. Oh, great. We're back to $1 million. Wonderful. All right, so we're okay here, I think. We're okay. I wonder why these trucks are trying. What's stopping them? Maybe I need to switch these. Let's switch these out. So that's going to go 2. That's going to go 1. Okay. So that those trucks always can get through while these have to wait. Okay. Let's just stick it with that. Yeah, so that line's now set up. I don't know what I need these plastics for yet. Okay, I know plastics are used to make goods. I don't see a goods market for us at this time. I mean, there's literally nowhere. Well, here's the closest goods market. Peoria over here has a goods market, but that's a distance right there. So there's nothing we can use for it now, but we are going to be making money off of it until then. Let's set up one more line. Let's set up this wood line here so we can start making planks. We have several places where we can deliver those planks. I'm seeing up here that planks turn into tools up in that location. Also, planks turn into tools down here. So we actually have an opportunity, a pretty good opportunity actually, where we can deliver planks down to Hartford on the same the same train that we're bringing grain up from Mobile. So, yeah, there's definitely an opportunity here for some good synergy. So, let's take a look at this line again real quick. All right, we're at 239,000 in the positive. Let's see where it's at. Okay, we got the Mobile traffic now coming into the station. I do want to see what this type of payout is. All right, it's not great. If I'm completely honest, it's not great. I should honestly add a third car onto here to try and make more money off of it. After this drop off, let's see how many people are waiting. Because if it's more than 20 additional, so that was 137,000. That's just not good. Not good. Let's see how many people are waiting at each of these stations. So we got 8326. Over here, we got 190. Oh. And down here, we have 106. Okay, yeah, this train definitely needs another wagon. It needs another wagon. So when this drops off, right before this drops off at Salt Lake City, I'm going to add one more wagon onto it. But until then, let's go ahead and set up this next line. And I do need the money to do that. So let's actually speed that up real quick. Get that into the Salt Lake City station. Manage the vehicle. We're going to add one more 6-axle. Oh, it's going to cost me 1.3 million. Oh, man. Yeah, I just can't do that right now. I can't do it. I can't do it. How much does this cost? I might have to switch down to the mobile again, just to kind of... Oh, wow, there's 816,000 there. Okay. All right, that actually gave me enough money. I'm going to pause real quick so I can spend the money. Add. Now it has 3. Let's go and turn it around. Yeah, I know. Okay, turn around. There you go. Now turn around. Pick up more people. Thank you. Okay, cool. Sometimes you have to force it. So that's now going to have 60 people on board. Hopefully that'll be enough to help cover the cost. Let's go ahead and set up one more route for the day. I do have wood here to planks. I also have another planks over here. I don't see any. I got wood right there. I got wood right there. So there's some opportunities. But let's go ahead and do that now. Let's go from, I think this one's closer to there. So let's go ahead and do that one. And we're going to try to make it as close as possible. So get this as far away as we can. Right there. And then we'll go over here to the drop off, and we're just going to make it a drop off. And actually, if we can try to cut across there, that'd be great. Let's try to do that. Nope, ran out of money. All right, well, we can't do that. Refund. All right, we're gonna set this line because we are out of money again. I know that you're probably screaming at me thinking, hey, man, you can just take a loan. Just take the loan. And I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it if I can avoid it. I know it's probably not possible to not do it. But I just don't want to. I don't want to. So Detroit, DT for that. And we're going to go to wood to planks. And I know that there are multiple options for that. We're not going to go ahead and worry about that at this time. We're going to change this to, again, a brown because it's wood. There we go. There's a brown. Let's find some vehicles that can... Looks like here's a good vehicle depot. We're going to go with 5 right now. Let's go with 10 if we can. Nope, can't do 10. Let's do 8. 8. Great. 8, and we're going to go Detroit wood to planks. All right, looking good. In the hole again. Okay, so that's going to start populating. That's already got wood stacking. We're going to have planks down there in a minute. So everything's going to be okay. All right. All right, 596,000. So that is a good, oh yeah, that's a good boost for us financially. Let's see what Mobile looks like here in just a minute once it drops off. Got a new, looks like we have a new train wagon. We'll just follow this train into the station. Oh, only 48 people out of 60 wanted to go to Mobile. Okay. So there is a bit of an issue of demand going from Detroit to Mobile. Hopefully that will improve now that people know that there's more space going to Mobile. And hopefully the Mobile back to Detroit line is going to be full 60 out of 60. Because in order for this to work, we've got to have 60 out of 60 every single time. Okay, so you can kind of see that like the train switches tracks based on what signals we placed in the last couple of episodes, and now it's coming into the station now. All right, I gotta make some money here. I'm hoping for 350,000. All right, 826,000. All right, cool. And it's full, back up to 60. Cool. So that's going to work. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone relax. Okay, so I definitely think with this amount of money that we're making, we should be able to go ahead and get that grain line going that we've been talking about for a while. Again, that's going to be grain coming from this farm here, this Mobile farm, all the way dropped off at the food processing plant and then used to feed Salt Lake City and Detroit. And from there, we can really start building some good money off of that system. Let's look at our finances to end the day. We'll start with our lines. We added 2 more lines today. I'm sorry, 3 more lines today, so we should see some more change. Up at the top, we do have the train line making us the most money, 372,000. We've got the stone to brick line. Oh, cool. That is making us over $200,000. That's a shocker for me, actually. Mobile iron to steel, 172,000. All the way at the bottom, though, we do have the line that we just set up, the wood to planks line, and that's okay. The bus lines, as I've said in the past, sometimes run you a negative. Sometimes they don't make money, but you make that back in your train line up above. So the fact that train line is making, $800,000 is only because people can get to the station. This Detroit line, this Detroit wood to planks line, I'd like to see that be successful sooner rather than later. Let's go over and take a look. Oh, it's just about to start dropping off. Okay, cool. So this car just dropped it off. It made a few bucks. That one also made a few dollars. Let's see here. Oh, it's negative 7,000. And okay, it made 9,000. So it's at 1,600 profit. That might not be a moneymaker, honestly. They might struggle with that distance to kind of get back and make the money. Look, we're at 2 million now. Great. So things are working. Things are going in the general direction. Let's look at the overall finances. We made over $1 million in this half of the fiscal year. The previous fiscal year, we almost made $1 million, so we are moving in the right direction. We're at 9.5 million in the hole as it comes to the loan. So that's where we're going to cut it for now. Next time, we're going to set up the all-important grain to food line from Mobile to Detroit. So with that, thank you so much, and have a great day.